Now, just in case anyone is wondering, yes, I did see the Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness trailer, and I thought it was great. It definitely has its questions. One of those being, is that the voice of Patrick Stewart? So he broke his silence this past weekend, and here's what he said. He says, people have been imitating my voice ever since I came on the stage 60 years ago, so I can't be held responsible for that. Come on, bro. Really? Even Ryan Reynolds has recently chimed in saying, I'm not in the movie. I promise I'm not in the movie. Now, at this point, I don't even know why media outlets even ask these actors and actresses if they're in certain movies, especially Marvel movies or any superhero movie for that matter. People, they sign NDAs. They have to deny it. They're not going to risk their bag so you can get the scoop. I'm sorry. If nothing else, recent actions from Andrew Garfield solidified the fact that the NDA is more powerful than Thanos. You're not going to mess up the bag for me so you can get the scoop. I'm sorry. I'm going to lie to your face and tell you I'm not in the movie. So, shout out to Patrick Stewart. Shout out to Ryan Reynolds. We look forward to seeing you in the Multiverse of Madness. Ladies and gentlemen, blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks, this is Do You Speak Geek? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's good? This is episode 110 of DYSG. I am your host, Nix. Man, it's been such fun bringing y'all these episodes, and I can't lie. Y'all have, y'all been talking back to me here lately, saying how you like what I'm doing. Y'all been subscribing. Y'all been following. I mean, I appreciate y'all. So, hey, shout out to everybody who's been listening. Thanks to all the new subscribers and all new followers. If you just joined us for the first time, welcome to Do You Speak Geek? This is the podcast where we bring you all the latest and greatest of news and reviews inside of the geek realm. So wherever you get your podcast, because we are everywhere, find Do You Speak Geek and be sure to subscribe. DoYouSpeakGeek.com, the central hub for everything DYSG. We have blogs, we have merch. Get some merch. We got it all, baby. So we have videos, photos. Hit that browser up and save us as a favorite. We'd appreciate that. DoYouSpeakGeek.com. Hit us up. Follow us on social media. Facebook at DYSGFB. Twitter at DYSG_tweets. And at Instagram, TikTok, and Quirk Chat at Do You Speak Geek. The YouTube channel is the only place where you can find the Dono and Daddy Show. Please be sure to like, subscribe, Hulk smash that bell for all notifications, and leave your comments. We want to know what you guys think. All right, so we're going to hop into these reviews and give them to y'all real quick so y'all know what we do. Let's do what we do about this time, people. Let's speak geek.
Suit up.
I wanna be the very best.
Talk nerdy to me.
Are you ready?
All right, we got reviews coming at you at rapid fire. Uncharted. I actually saw this past weekend. Plays it safe, but it's mostly a very fun and effective adventure with an especially charming Tom Holland. Tom Holland is a darling. He's America's sweetheart, and he's not even American. So this is a fun movie. Check it out when you get a chance. Peacemaker Season 1. It's Gunn's best work to date. The lengthier format of an 8-episode series, allowing him to really show off the themes, character building, action, and humor he brought to Guardians of the Galaxy and the Suicide Squad. While its abrasive characters and gory spectacle might turn some viewers off, they run parallel with a deep emotional core, and pointed critiques are very powerfully delivered as a part of a well-conceived and twisty plot. So yeah, season 1 of Peacemaker has been amazing. Season 2 is definitely has been earned, and can't wait for it to come out. Dog. Now, if you've been watching YouTube for the past month, you've seen this trailer. Dog, Channing Tatum's post-war movie road trip, is wacky both on purpose and by accident. The story of an Army Ranger learning to love a traumatized canine. It zigs and zags between disconnected comedic scenarios, half-formed backstories, and well-meaning social commentary, but it ends up strange and shockingly funny. It verges on intentional disconstruction of recent Hollywood war films. So if that's your kind of vibe, check Dog out. Horizon Forbidden West. Oh God, such a beautiful game. A triumphant combination of enthralled combat, top-tier creature and character design, and a captivating open world. Horizon Forbidden West is an absolute blast and fantastic showcase for the power of the PS5. Now, just as a pro tip, buy the PS4 version. You automatically get the PS5 upgrade for free. Just a pro tip for y'all. And finally, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, I didn't even know they were remaking this, and probably for good reason. It's a bit of a sloppy and gratuitous killing spree with standout deaths, but poorly written story that kind of ruins the experience. They should just left this one alone, but that's just me. Alright, y'all, let's hop into my favorite portion of the show. Y'all know the vibes. Source Wall.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
Behold the source wall.
Can you read, my son?
Well, that depends.
There is nothing wrong with reading a story and looking at the pictures.
Enough said, Stan. Let's hop right into it. The pull list this week. Ghost Rider #1. Johnny Blaze has the perfect life. A wife and 2 kids, a job at an auto repair shop, and a small town community that supports him. But Johnny isn't doing well. He has nightmares of monsters when he sleeps, and he sees bloody visions when he's awake. This life is beginning to feel like a prison, and there's a spirit in him that's begging to break out. Benjamin Percy and Corey Smith are going back to basics with the spirit of vengeance, and I could not be happier. I can't wait to read this. This is going to be dope. I can't wait to see Ghost Rider just bust through the doors and really become a staple in Marvel Comics. I can't wait. Let's get it. Aquaman #1. When a suicide bomber in middle America is revealed as an Atlantean sleeper agent seemingly gone rogue, the Aquamen, Arthur Curry and Jackson Hyde, are on the case. But it soon becomes clear that the tragedy was not just a single bad actor, but the beginnings of a much larger and more dangerous chain reaction. And the heavy heart of an explosion is an Atlantean conspiracy. If Arthur's not careful, the secrets he's keeping, from Mera, Tula, Tempest, Atlantis, the surface, even Jackson himself, could cause a rift from which the Aquamen might never recover. Ooh, things are kind of muddy in the waters of Atlantis, huh? Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. Anyway, moving on. Supermassive #1. Now this one I am so excited for. The superhero crossover event of 2022, spinning out of 2021's hottest new superhero debut, Radiant Black. Y'all know how I feel about Radiant Black. It is so dope. This is going to launch into his first crossover event ever in Image Comics, with the debut of Inferno Girl Red and the first appearance of Rogue's son. The future of Image Comics' the superhero event in this universe is going to be so dope. It's written by Power Ranger Shattered Grid architects Kyle Higgins and Ryan Parrott, Matt Groom, and Francisco Mana from Marvel's Ultraman, and colorist extraordinaire Igor Monti unite for a one-shot, oversized crossover event so big it can only be called Supermassive. I am so ready for this book. I'm a superhero guy, so yeah, this is gonna be so dope. I can't wait. This is gonna be, yeah. Distorted #1. Somewhere in the world there is someone who feels different, special, cursed, who is losing their mind right now. You're not alone. Take James, for example. He would like to run away from his parents and from a life that doesn't belong to him. On the other hand, Tom is forced to face his past and hunt down his own kind, like a hound on the leash of an unknown master. Bernard is on the hunt for money and peace he can't find anywhere. They are three people whose superpowers are more like a burden. In this world, there are no superheroes. Hopefully it's as interesting from number 1 all the way to the whole arc, but we'll see. And finally, we have Gunslinger Spawn 5. The return of the new and more powerful clown continues. His epic return comes with a double dose of evil, as he has found a new way to split himself in two. Now, both the clown and the violator can attack the gunslinger at the same time. What is he gonna do? I don't know, but I'm sure he'll figure it out. And I'm sure you all will enjoy it. Please pick up this one and all the others mentioned this week at your local comic book store for Source Wall Wednesday. Now, in Source Wall news, the Justice League Avengers crossover returns to print to benefit artist George Perez. Marvel and DC may have a legendary rivalry going on, but much like the heroes that populate both universes, they know how to put aside their differences for a good cause. Marvel and DC are teaming with the Hero Initiative to finally reprint the crossover comic JLA Avengers, all to benefit artist George Perez. Perez, who retired from comics in 2019 due to ongoing health issues. It was revealed in December of 2021 that he's been diagnosed with inoperable stage 3 pancreatic cancer. Perez told fans on the private Art of George Perez Facebook group that he's decided to forego further treatment and has a life expectancy of 6 to 12 months. In light of that tragic news, the Hero Initiative has arranged this new printing of JLA Avengers to benefit the Perez family. Due to the complicated rights issues surrounding the joint Marvel DC release, JLA Avengers has been out of print for a number of years, with both the original comics and the various collected editions fetching high prices on the secondary market. This new 288-page softcover edition will collect the entire miniseries, along with 64 pages of bonus content. Both original forwards by Julius Schwartz and Stan Lee will be included, along with a new afterword by writer Kurt Busiek. This new printing is priced at $29.99 and is limited to 7,000 copies. The book will be released through Diamond Comics Distributions in March 2022, meaning you should be able to pre-order a copy through your local comic book shop. Listen, hear me out, y'all. George Perez has given us some great stories. He's given us great art. Please pre-order this book, buy this book, and let's help out this man, because he's given us so much of himself as far as comics go. I know I will definitely be getting my hands on one. It's just $29.99, $30, and it goes to a great cause. It goes to this man's family. So please, for me and anyone listening, please get your hands on this one. It's well worth it. Let's watch this.
Watch this, y'all. Thunder! Thunder!
Lannister always pays his debts.
Whoa, dude.
I am the villain of the story.
All right, folks. Netflix announces the long-awaited BioShock movie. Netflix is going somewhere beyond the sea after it announced it will be producing a live-action film based on BioShock. In a tweet, the streamer announced that it's partnering up with 2K and Take-Two on a live-action adaptation of Ken Levin's popular immersive sim set in an underwater sea that was meant to house the greatest minds on Earth before descending into chaos. The Hollywood Reporter says no writer or filmmaker is currently attached to the project, though plans for the movie have been in the works for almost a year. Yeah, BioShock is definitely one of those games that you kind of see that could definitely be turned into a movie. I mean, there are certain games that scream, yeah, it could be a movie. Like Uncharted definitely could have been a movie. BioShock, Gears of War, Fable. Oh, Fable will be an amazing movie. It's just certain properties that would be great, that would have great crossover potential on film, maybe even television. So yeah, definitely looking forward to BioShock. Hopefully it's a great movie. Speaking of Netflix, Stranger Things Season 4 finally has a release date. Netflix announced that season 4 of Stranger Things will premiere on May 27th. However, this fourth season is almost twice as long as previous seasons, so it will be split into 2 volumes, with the second batch of episodes being released 5 weeks later on July 1st. The news announced on Netflix's website comes accompanied with a letter from the Duffer Brothers, the creators of the show, as well as explaining that this fourth season has a runtime almost double the previous seasons. The creative duo also revealed that Stranger Things will conclude with its 5th season. So, who is ready to go back to the Upside Down on May 27th? I know I am. Let's get it. And finally, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers trailer and poster revealed by Disney+. Kids of the 90s, let's geek out. On this past Tuesday, Disney Plus released the first trailer for its Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers animated movie. It also released the first poster for the film. The movie is a comeback for the Rescue Rangers, not a reboot, as they say, which aired on television 30 years ago. This hybrid live-action CG comedy takes a meta approach to the material, following the characters as if they were actors appearing on the Disney afternoon television series, now living in modern-day Los Angeles. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers premieres exclusively on Disney Plus on May 20th. According to the official synopsis, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers goes like this. Chip and Dale are living amongst cartoons and humans in modern-day LA, but their lives are quite different now. It has been decades since their successful television series was canceled, and Chip, voiced by John Mulaney, has succumbed to a life of suburban domesticity as an insurance salesman. Dale, voiced by Andy Samberg, meanwhile, has had CGI surgery and works within the staff. Sorry. Wait a minute. He's had surgery? Okay, hold on. Let me get it together. Dale has had CGI surgery and works the nostalgia convention circuit, desperate to relive his glory days. When a former castmate mysteriously disappears, Chip and Dale must repair their broken friendship to take on the Rescue Ranger detective personas once again to save their friend's life. Yo, I cannot wait to see this. What does it look like when a CGI animal has surgery? I can't wait. This is going to be so funny. I cannot wait. Oh, man. All right, y'all. Let's hop into some life.
Peace, love, and video games!
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Batman is playing Galaga.
Alright gamers, and this time I don't mean video gamers, let's holler at you tabletop gamers. Street Fighter MTG crossover cards and February secret layers have been revealed. Now, last year, Wizard of the Coast announced a Magic the Gathering crossover with Street Fighter, and we got an official first look at 8 cards of the secret layer drop, as well as all 33 cards included in the other drops that will be part of the upcoming February super drop. The Street Fighter Secret Lair will include 8 legendary creature cards, as well as 1 more secret card to be revealed during the Capcom Cup Pro Tip this weekend, each of which depicts one of the 8 fighters from Street Fighter II's original roster. WOTC's Mark Hagan tells that they began conversations with Capcom about this crossover for about 2 years, and that they tried a bunch of different character lineups and creative angles, but that it ultimately made the most sense to focus on these classic 8 characters from Street Fighter. The team even considered making cards based on specific moves or iconic things that weren't characters themselves. For example, something like a round 1 or a perfect card. But instead they decided to represent moves as the abilities for each creature. Those abilities are surprisingly wide range mechanically too, featuring everything from the multi-kicker on Chun-Li to the equivalent of Skull on Dhalsim to the untapped symbol on Ryu. That last one is particularly odd choice given that one single card has the initial introduction of 2008's Shadowmoor block, but Hagen says it explicitly used a visual joke here. The symbols look like a quarter circle joystick motion required to do Ryu's Hadouken ability in video games. So, Magic the Gathering fans, what do you think? This crossover Street Fighter, are we looking forward to getting these cards? What's the secret card? Are you guys excited? You should be, because this sounds pretty freaking awesome. All right, people, let's speak technical for a moment.
Technically speaking,
Your technological advancements.
1.21 gigawatts!
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Okay, technically speaking, the DeLorean is officially back, and it's electric. It's been nearly 40 years since the release of the Back to the Future, but the DeLorean remains cool as ever to its beautiful industrial design and gull wing doors. Now it's officially coming back, and it's going electric. In a teaser revealed shortly before the Super Bowl, the DeLorean Motor Company teased the return of the iconic car. The future was never promised, the tweet reads. Reimagined today. The announcement marks the return of the famous but short-lived car, which only lasted between 81 and 82, which was well after Back to the Future came out, well before, sorry. As cool as it looked with its stainless steel body, the DeLorean was infamous for being underpowered. The original DeLorean company went bust in 1982, so with the DeLorean coming back, you already know that there are going to be legions and legions of not only car enthusiasts, but also geeks like myself lining up to get their hands on one. And I can almost promise you the resale value of these is going to look like the PS5. If somebody gets one and tries to sell it, it's going to be well over MSRP. But DeLoreans are coming back, people. What are we thinking right now? Great time to be alive. All right, you nerds, let's mark out.
so what you gonna do?
Goodbye and good night. Bang!
Okay, you wrestling smarks, we gotta talk about this one because this one hit pretty hard and pretty quick. Cody Rhodes and Brandi Rhodes officially leave AEW. Right? What? So they're both gone, according to a statement released by the man himself, Tony Khan, this past Tuesday morning. Cody was one of the 4 founding members of the production and an executive vice president as well as on-air talent, while Brandi doubled as a wrestler and chief branding officer. The news broke in January that Rhodes was operating without an AEW contract, which he personally later confirmed. Khan wrote, "I have immense respect and appreciation for Cody and Brandi, and I wish them both the best as they move on from AEW. Thank you, Cody and Brandi." Now, this is according to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select. Cody could potentially be on his way back to WWE. Now, let's unpack this for a second because this could actually be something very major and maybe even good for wrestling as a whole. I mean, yeah, it sucks that Brandi and Cody are leaving AEW, and yeah, initially the thought of them going back to WWE is like, why? Why would they even do that? They fought so hard to get away from that. Why would they go back? So listen to this for a second. For the past 3 years, the place to go and wrestle was AEW. The fact that these two are taking what they have to offer, just as a couple, to WWE, they're trying to make wrestling as a whole great again. And let's be honest, the worst company in wrestling right now is also the biggest. Maybe they're going back in a creative capacity. Maybe they're going to help Vince. Maybe Cody is going back to WWE to get the one title he and also his father never got. Who knows why they're going back, if they're going back, but I'm pretty sure they have good reason. Who knows? This could be the catalyst to make WWE great again. Who knows? But we'll have to see. And with that, that is the pod. I'm your boy Nix, and I'm getting ready to get out of here. Thank you all for listening. Please be sure to listen to this podcast, subscribe to this podcast, Let your boy know what you think about this podcast. Visit the website, doyouspeakgeek.com. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, and QuirkChat. Check us out on YouTube. Like and subscribe to the videos there. As always, people, live to play to win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?